Hi, everyone. I think I'm a little late with this reading. I just discovered it in my files, and it is from November 1983. It's called Thank You Very Much. Once a year, we are forced to think back to the time of the Pilgrims, of their heroic life and death struggle against nature, and their ultimate victory celebration. It is right that we remember the Pilgrims, but if one thinks about it, they were only immigrants looking for a better life. How many of our ancestors came to this land to escape war, political oppression, or religious persecution? Millions. How many came in search of peace, freedom, and security? More millions. How many came looking for a better life? All. I say they all came for a new life filled with hope. My ancestors didn't come across the Atlantic on wooden sailing ships. They came across on steamers, more like cattle than people. Most spent their life savings on the trip. They were poor, but they saw a future for their families in the New World. Friends and relatives had gone before them. Prosperity was already theirs. Gold was found everywhere they stepped. The soil in America could grow corn taller than rooftops. It was a land where everyone was rich, or so they were told. Well, there was no good gold for my families in Chicago, either the Polish or the German or the Lithuanians. Only hard work, poor living conditions, sickness, and loneliness. Yet somehow their life there was better than the life they left behind in Europe, a life I can only imagine. They stayed fighting the odds, just as many as the Irish, Hungarian, Italian, and Scandinavians did, each alone in the day-to-day battle with hunger and survival, but united with many in the common bond of hope for the future. The hardships never ended for some of the immigrants. Their lives were one fight after another. If it wasn't dysentery, it was consumption. If it wasn't fire, it was rats. All this and the honor of working their youth away for pennies in one of the city's many sweatshops. Why, you ask? They did it for their children and their grandchildren. They did it for us, for the descendants they never even dreamed of, for they were too tired to dream. The better life these immigrants sought never really was reached by them. It was a life they started. They were the seeds. We are the branches. Their roots dug deep into the soil of the New World. We reap the benefits every day. Why is it that the Pilgrims are the only immigrants remembered on Thanksgiving Day? Why not the farmers, the bakers, the butchers, the men, women, and children of the last century and the century before and today? It seems that most of us here today should think about our heritage, remember all the great greats that came before, settled, lived, and died for us. We owe them more than a lot. We owe them our lives. Thanksgiving Day should not be celebrated with turkey then. It should be an international meal with Polish sausage and sauerkraut, spaghetti and kippers, rice and strudel. Thanksgiving Day should be the one day a year we honor all those who came before us and say, thank you very much for having the courage to come to the new world. I think we have to thank them. We have to thank them for all that they gave us and all that they sacrificed for us. And people are still trying to sacrifice for their families today and come here to this new world for them. I hope you have a good day and come back again for another of my columns that I wrote in days gone by. Until then.